Welcome to Queen City Cyber Consulting's channel. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Welcome back. Queen City Cyber Consulting. Continuing down the AI road. This isn't really new, but it is something as cybersecurity develops, and if you're like watching my videos wanting to get into cybersecurity, well, as I've said in previous videos, you cannot afford to ignore AI. Now, here is a fantastic little tool for you. This is Mitre. Mitre has some matrices, basically threat matrices out there that cover a couple different areas, and they have Atlas right here, which is up on your screen. I'll include a link to this in the description of this video. And it gives us a fantastic overview of attacks against various AI models. As you can see, you've got the platforms up here. You've got predictive AI with a nice definition, generative, agentic, and enterprise. So let's say I want to look at just enterprise AI. Well, once I remove the other platforms, I get a nice overview of some of the techniques that could be used to attack my enterprise AI. And again, if we come up here and look, it says the adversary is operating against standard organizational IT components of the AI-enabled system. So endpoint, servers, networks, it's still that underlying IT infrastructure upon which AI sits. And we need to always keep that in mind. So let's go to agentic and we'll take a look over here and we'll take a peek at its definition again. This is where the adversary is operating against the components of the system that can autonomously plan, decide, and execute multi-step actions, basically your AI. It targets aspects such as the agent's logic, its planning loops, tool integrations, which are important to know about, and even control policies. So as you can see coming down through here, you've got reconnaissance, resource development, initial access, on and on it goes. You can read these for yourself. I'm not going to waste your time reading things that you can obviously read. I do want to point out some different areas though. So we have here, let's pick one out. Let's go to acquire public AI artifacts. When we click on that, Mitre takes you over to a very nice write-up about this particular technique. And you can read all about it right here. And what AI artifacts are available, how the adversaries are interacting with those artifacts and stealing them. You can see like you've got Amazon Web Services keys out there. It could even be used to establish accounts. So then over here on the right, it gives you a good breakdown. You have tactics that's used, what maturity it is. In other words, has this happened yet? And yes, it has been observed in real world incidents or adversary operations. So this is not theory. This is practical. Platforms it does affect, agentic, generative, and predictive AI. There are actually 3 case studies that are out there that you can research and refer to. What kind of mitigations exist? There's one. This was created in May of 2021, quite a while back, and it was updated in May of this year. So it gives you some pretty fantastic ways to search through and research the threats that are facing AI and its use within the environment. You can go back to the matrix over here. You can use this to threat hunt. You can create threat hunt models out of this. You can use it to do risk assessments. You can use it to set up tabletops, especially if it's directed at AI. And, so you can choose, let's say, they're using predictive AI in their environment. So I'll click down to it and it gives me some different techniques that can be used to attack this specific model. So it's a very handy tool to have. I just did want to get it out there to people so that they know it's there and you can make use of it. Don't ignore these kinds of tools. I always have them bookmarked and set aside so I can refer back to them and use them. And sometimes if I'm just sitting around bored, I'll actually go over here and say, what do I want to, I'll do the AI supply chain compromise and read up on it to see what's going on with that as well. So, Queen City Cyber Consulting signing off. Hopefully, this gave you a nice tip and you can go forth and conquer.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.